What's up, everybody? Hollywood Will back with another live stream. Today is Sunday, and it's actually Mother's Day, of course, most importantly. So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there today. So if your mother is still with you, then go ahead and call them, hug them, send them flowers, do whatever it is you got to do because tomorrow is not promised. All right, if you guys are new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me across social media and, of course, on the Amazon platform. If you guys are watching from social media, you will not be able to see the carousel of products ahead of time. You'll have to wait until I start running my mouth and showing you each and every product. If you are watching from Amazon, welcome. You'll be able to see the carousel of products. Feel free to jump ahead. If you're watching from a mobile device, what's going to happen is when you click on that product, you're going to deviate away from the stream. Don't worry about it. I'll still be here when you get back. If you're watching from a desktop or a laptop, what's going to happen is when you click on it, it'll open up a new tab within the same browser. So you'll hear me, but you just won't see me. I don't know if that's better or worse. So anyway, I got 24 products to show you guys. Hopefully they're all in stock, but I doubt it, if I'm being honest. So I'm going to just rifle through these first two. This is an ab roller. 9 times out of 10, I demonstrate the product. I'm not going to do like the one ab crunch I'm able to do, so we're just going to skip that. But it is right now only $13.99. So usually they're priced like $17.99 and up. I've seen some for as much as $30, which I think is way too high. But this one here is $13.99, 1,445 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So highly rated on this one. You have your hardwood wheel, or wood. You have your hard plastic wheel. I'm not even going to touch nothing. Anyway, and then you have your handles, and then you just kind of roll it out and work on those abs. So I need a coffee or something. All right. Yeah. I am not saying that one on air at all. You're getting some chatter over there on YouTube. By the way, I'm able to see the YouTube comments and I'm able to see the Amazon comments. All the other social media networks, unfortunately, that's including Facebook, I can no longer see for whatever reason. It's been like that for like a month, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Anyway, Bedsure linen sheets. Just collected these off of my daughter's bed at college. She's home now for the summer. She usually takes like my Bedsure sheets if they fit, my blankets and all that other stuff. So she's at Penn State, so it does get cold up there. Let me see. Wow, this one is back in stock. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 colors to choose from in sizes twin, queen, and king. Right now, the twin on certain colors, it's $79.99, 6% off, plus a 5% coupon clip. So don't be like Hollywood Will and forget to clip the coupons. Oh my God, it irritates me to no end. So I probably say this every stream. Don't forget to clip the extra discounts. Save all the money you possibly can. Some of these color options are not in style, or I'm not in stock, by the way. Just putting that out there. There is like, see, I don't like the hotel sheets, like the white color. It just reminds me of like hotels. I like to stay in hotels, but I don't want them for the main color at my house, which is weird because I don't really care most of the time about other colors. It's just the white sheets. I don't know. But anyway, that is $69.99 with a 5% coupon clip. So if you want something a little bit more cost effective, a little bit cheaper, then go ahead and look at that option. All right, and then we have in 2 different colors, we have ESR, which we're going to talk quite a bit about a little bit later in the stream. ESR AirPods Pro case. So basically this is just for the clumsy people like this guy here, or anybody else who may have AirPods. My daughters have run through at least 3 pairs, dropping them. And so this You put it in the hard case. If it falls kind of like off the bed, off the table, off the counter, something like that, it's pretty sturdy. I wouldn't go tossing it off a building or something just to test its durability, because you're most likely going to lose that battle. But they are very inexpensive for something that works so well. Would you rather not have this and pay $249 to get new AirPods, or just spring for the $18.99 here and play it safe? 1,600 plus reviews, 4 out of 5 stars. Check some of those bad reviews. Sometimes it's not always the seller's fault. Sometimes, a lot of the times it is, but sometimes it's like logistics and lost, stolen, damaged, rained on, whatever. Just check some of those reviews and see what they have to say. Don't always go for the influencer's word. That's including mine. All right, guys. Let's get to some of the good stuff here. So this next product here is your Gateway hygrometer. For those of you guys that don't know what a hygrometer is, I'm going to sound really smart, even though I just learned about it like 6 months ago. If you are growing something, and like, let's say you have a greenhouse, right? You got a green thumb, you got a little greenhouse growing. You want to be able to like measure your temperatures, your dew points and such. So you would get some sort of device, either an LCD device or something like this. So basically you have your Gateway, which is nothing more than a plug. You're going to plug that in. There's a little button here on the front. You're going to push that. You are going to pull the little blue tape that is normally in the back of this, and then it's automatically activated. You're going to push this button because you're going to sync this up to what's called a Govee Life app. Govee Life app is a free app across the board for both iOS and Android, and you don't have to worry about in-app purchases. None of that goes on. It's just a free app where you can connect all of your Govee Life devices and essentially run your entire house. So you're going to plug this in, you're going to add it to your Govee Life app, and then what you're going to be able to do is every 2 seconds, this bad boy is going to update. You're going to put this obviously in where you want your temperatures to be read, and then you'll be able to have an update every 2 seconds in the app. You can set it for certain, if it hits a certain temperature or dew point or something like that, you can set it so that you're alerted, where you're notified via email and via the app. So it's pretty awesome and pretty inexpensive. Let's take a look and see if we got any deals for this. So 203 reviews, 4 out of 5 stars. Right now it's $49.99, 20% coupon clip. And that is for the 1 Gateway and the 1 sensor. You can get the 1 Gateway and the 3 sensor. That's available for $89.99, but you also have a $20 coupon clip on top of that. So either option, you are going to get a discount. All right, next product is your Oladance. This is the open ear earbuds. So open ear is basically, it'll sit on the outside of your ear. So like right around here. So you can still hear what's going on, but at the same time, you're still getting good sounding music, podcasts, whatever it is you're listening to. Talk on the phone if you need to. You can use it as a mic. I use these every day that I'm in the gym. I'm in the gym 5 days a week now, so I shouldn't say every single day, but these are a lifesaver. Let me show you this video really quickly. Check out the Oladance. This is the wireless earbuds. The design allows you to hear music and the outside world. It doesn't go inside your ear. You charge it right from the base. Now check this out. We're going to open it up. They are super sleek, super nice, and they are flexible. The 16.5 millimeter DD gives you the perfect direct sound in your ear without it actually going in your ear. You get about 16 hours of play, and it does take about 2 hours to recharge. This is pretty awesome. I am not feeling disconnected to the outside world. By listening to my music, I'll still be able to hear what's going on. And it also fits around your ear. It's great for all size ears. I have a bigger ear and it fits on mine just fine. Check it out. You heard it from Hollywood. All right, so just a quick video. Excuse me. Let's see if we can catch a sale on these. We could have if they were in stock. So the good news is it says currently unavailable in green and not in red. Red a lot of times means it's going to be a while or they could be discontinued. But this is green, so they just ran out of stock, which tells me that there was a deal to be had. So keep an eye on that. If you want me to keep an eye on that, this is something you're interested in, drop it in either the YouTube chat or the Amazon chat, and I will make sure I'll get back to you. All right. So this next product is the Smart Humidifier by Morento. As soon as I find it. Quickly talk about this humidifier that we recently purchased. We got it for its large capacity and the ability to handle our large living room. It is 4.5 liters of water that it can handle, and it'll run up to 50 hours. It was easy to remove the tank for cleaning. I did notice that, and I love that. It also has a night light inside, which is great for your children or your pets. It is super well priced, and we were able to use this. It has a timer and automatic shutoff, which makes it even more convenient. Definitely check it out. So let's quickly talk about. All right, shout out to the Snyders. Thank you for making that video for me. I went ahead and gifted that to them so they can use it. They needed a little bit more than I did in the one room, so they went ahead and did an awesome job on the video. Let's see if we can catch a sale here. All right, so normally it's $99.99, 54% off, drops the price to $45.59. So this is the newer 2025 model. The one you just saw is the 2024 model. This one, I mean, it looks the same to me. Let's see here, 6 liter, that's the same. So it just looks like it's a different style. 3 colors to choose from. You have your white, you have your blue. Oh, I like that blue. You have the blue, and then you have the black. But the white one's $99.99, 54% off, drops the price to $45.59. Let's see. The blue one, no deal, just $99.99 off the rip. And the black one is probably your best bet if you're trying to save some money. So if you don't care about the colors, $61.99, 23% off, drops the price to $47.99. And that's the lowest price in 30 days. It's mentioned here. So if you guys are in the market, definitely check that out. We're going to keep this moving because I have a lot to show you guys. So this next product is your over-the-door hanger. Here it is. So this is the over-the-door hanger organizer. My youngest daughter went ahead and copped this from me, or stole it, however you want to say. Now I gave it to her. Different colors you can choose from. This is super simple to install. I am not good at installing things, so if I can put this together, anybody can. Literally, the hooks, the rings are already connected. So essentially all you have to do is take the hooks that it comes with, hang it on the door, and then line up the rings to the hook. And that's it. And then you take the space dividers and you put them in each shelf so that it, forms and it opens up. Simple as that. See for yourself, like you got the rings right there, like I said, and then you just match those to the hooks. This is like the easiest install ever. So it made me happy because things that take 30 minutes take me 4 hours to put together. I don't like doing it. If I have the money to do it, I will always farm it out and have someone, either professional or some nut off the street, come in and install it. So anyway, you take those, you put those little dividers in, it forms. Everything is see-through, so you can kind of see what is being put in there. You can keep your kids' toys in there. My daughter keeps her sneaker collection. She's a Nike sneakerhead or whatever, like the high tops, the ones that look like Jordans but different colors and all that. So She has like 10 pairs of those. There's also little mesh pockets on the sides if you need the extra storage. But from what I've seen and the comments that I get when I sell these things, it's a lot of people using this for their kids' toys, or someone who's like 8, 9, 10 years old who has this in their room and they keep whatever it is in there. So just giving you an idea on who uses it the most. Let's see if we can catch a deal here. So for the exact same one that I just showed you is on deal. It's $32.99, 18% off. Drops the price to $26.99. Here's the thing about this though. 5,194 reviews, all 5 stars. You don't see that too often. So literally nothing wrong with this, according to over 5,000 people. Absolutely nothing wrong with this. Easy install. Just hang it up. It lasts for a long time. I mean, can't beat that. So if you want a different style, there's even styles where they come in like 2-piece. So you're going to get like 4, and then you hang that, and then the bottom 4 is something that you would stack like against the wall or something. So it's like a 2-piece. A lot of these, it says see options available, which means they're either out of stock or another seller, like a third-party seller, is going to sell these, but I generally don't do third-party like that. So you have a dark gray one that's it's black actually, $31.99, no deal to be had there. You have a pink one that is, according to this, one of the more popular ones sold, but it's also the most expensive one. For the 1-piece, it's $32.99, no deal to be had at all. And then some of the ones I talked about that are 2 pieces, they don't even seem to be in stock. Here's a beige one here for $37.99. So yeah, your best bet is the one that I showed you. If you don't mind the color scheme, if it goes with what you're trying to do or what your kid's trying to do, then go ahead and snatch it up, because that is the cheapest one. All right, these next 2 products are dog stairs. The first one is by Leisure. If your dog's old, if your dog's too young, or if your dog is just flat out tiny and you don't mind the dog being on the bed with you or on the couch, but you don't want to get up every single time your little pup or old ass dog wants to, be up there with you, get him or her some stairs. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 step stairs. I'm going to show you guys one of the videos now so you can kind of see what it looks like. So for this brand here, if you get anything more than the 2 stair, it's going to come in a box just like that, and it's going to be shrink wrapped. So you're going to have to cut the shrink wrap, let it breathe for like 24 or 48 hours so it forms into those stairs. You don't want lopsided stairs. Just, let it form and you'll be fine. Now, as you can see here, you have the zip cover. You can unzip it completely. It comes off. It's washable. But when you dry it, you let it either air dry or just tumble dry. You don't want to ruin it, mess around and shrink it, because replacing those sometimes is way more expensive than just getting a whole new set. Also has a handle if you really need to pull it and carry it like that, but it's like a pound. So it's super light. And as you can see, Dudley, again, thank you to Dudley and to the Snyders for making this video. I don't own a dog, so it made sense for them to make it. And Dudley's getting up there in age. Although the way he ran down those stairs, it doesn't look like it. All right, let's see. So first we are going to tackle Leisure Dog. So your 2 stair for Leisure Dog is $31.99, 6% off, drops the price to $29.99. And then you have, like I said, 2, 3, 4, and 5 step. Your 5 step obviously is going to be the most expensive, but right now you can catch a nice little deal here. $79.99, 25% off, drops the price to $59.99. Over 1,100 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then the brand that you just saw, so the 5 stair, which is 22.5 inches high, $81.99, 20% off, drops the price to $65.59. This one does not have 2-step, so this only has 3, 4, and 5. A couple different colors to choose from, so go through those, see which ones you like. Am I centered here? All right. So, what do we have here? So let's check out this calf massager by Fit King. Now you can either get the calf massager or you can get like the full leg compression. I like the calf massager, especially when my gym trainer, so I have a new trainer, she's like 5 feet tall and literally half my age, exactly half my age. So she's running around here all in shape, and expects me to do the same. And, I'm trying to keep up, and I'm just sore for the next 2 days. Whenever I do lower half, like legs, especially calves, I do calves, and I am shot for like 48 hours. But anyway, I use these the minute I get home. Well, actually, not the minute I get home. I take a shower, because I don't take showers in the gym. I take a shower at home, and then I will use the calf massager. Pretty simple. So you put those babies on your legs. It has an LCD screen, so once it's plugged in and charged up, you can work it from the little, as you guys can see during the video, you can work it from the little remotes there that are attached to the massager. So, and there are several different levels and intensity that you can use. Oh, lifesaver. This is way cheaper, I'll tell you right now, way cheaper than if for whatever reason, God forbid, knock on wood, if you got injured or something and had to, like you exhausted all your physical therapy and now you're out of pocket and you're paying for like massage or something like that. Check that out right there, because then you're paying for it once. Speaking of paying for it once, let's see how much you're going to pay for it. All right, so right now you definitely can catch a deal on this one. $118.98, 37% off, drops the price to $74.38, limited time Amazon deal. 1,124 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So, yeah, just look at it this way. If you did have to go and pay for a service let's say on a weekly basis, now you're paying whatever your copay is if it's insurance covered. If it's not, you're paying something out of pocket on a weekly basis or on a bi-weekly basis. Even if it's a monthly basis, you're still paying it once a month, where you're just paying this one time while it's on deal. Use it when you want. Now, the full leg compression, which I also have, runs about $399, so it seems kind of high. But if you take a look at it the way I just said it, hey, I'm paying for it once. And if you have an Amazon card, then you can probably, make payments on that. Let's see here. All right. I don't think this double stitch is in. Nope, currently unavailable, so we're going to skip that. All right, so remember we were talking about ESR, the hardcover case for your AirPods? Well, this one is for your iPad. And I'm going to show you guys how it works. So you have your iPad here. Make sure the sound's not on. There you go. This is for the iPad 11-inch Pro. You can get it for other sizes. I'll go over those with you in a second. But the great thing about this here, so it's magnetized. You have your hard case there, but you can use it as a stand. And you can have it at different levels of height. So, and you can also turn so you can use it horizontal, you can turn it so you can use it vertical. So imagine if you want to watch a movie or if you're reading something. You're not going to want to read it horizontal, right? You probably want to read it vertical. At least I would anyway. That's just how I am. I don't want to read like horizontal all the way over here and then and turn all the way over there. But anyway, it is super, super, super effective. If you drop it, like I said, off like the table, off the bed, out of the car or something like that, you should be okay. Just don't go tossing it off any buildings anytime soon or ever. let's go over the options here because there are some color options. I know how some people like the colors. Me, just give it to me, whatever's cheapest, unless it's bed sheets. And then I don't want those white bed sheets. All right. So you have, looks like 8 colors to choose from. Black, blue, what is this? Brown, gray, pink, purple, red, and what is that? Silver? Titanium. Titanium. I actually like that color. We'll start with that one. The titanium is $45.99. Doesn't look like there's a deal to be had. The black one is $43.99. That looks to be the cheapest. Or I should say the most inexpensive, because nothing on here is cheap. Yeah. And even so, it's $43.99 compared to $45.99. Me, I'm cheap like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab the black one, even though blue's my favorite color, because I would be saving a couple of dollars on that I can use for something else. That's just me. They all work the same way. All right, and this ESR monitor doesn't look like that's in stock either. Good Lord. I like that green monitor, or that monitor too. All right, we are going to skip ahead then and talk about the stuff that we can actually save money on. Like this robot charger that I'm gonna show you this video on. It's about a 2-minute video. Oh, you know what? I think I turned the sound off, so I'll just go over it with you. All right, so chargers are boring. Chargers sometimes are big. This one is small. So you have your little charger back. I get it, like your MacBooks and stuff like that have the big charger. They're 100 watt. This is 65 watt. It's still a fast charger. You have 3 ports to it. 2 USB-C ports and 1 USB-A port, as you can see right there. It's pretty tiny. Looks like a little tiny robot, right? You got your little feet down there. The feet come off, and that's how you plug it in. Pull the feet off. You're able to plug it in. Those feet are magnetic, so you don't lose them. Put them on something metal, put them on your fridge, do what it is, whatever it is you got to do. So again, you have your 2 ports, 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A. Let's talk about the 3, because I don't want you guys in my DM saying, well, Hollywood said, yes, it is a fast charger. However, if you are using all 3 devices, if you want to charge 3 devices at the same time, you are sharing that wattage by a third. So it's going to take those devices much, much longer to charge to 100%. Just, telling you how tech works. Don't shoot the messenger. But anyway, if you plug in one thing, like me, I just use it for one thing at a time, plug it in, it fast charges, and I'm good to go. It just depends on what you're trying to use it for. So I'll give you an example. I travel, and I traveled quite a bit last year. Not so much this year so far. Quite a bit last year. My backpack already had my camera, because I'm not checking that in, already had my switch to connect the camera to the laptop, so I'm not checking that in, already had my laptop, my MacBook, so I'm not checking that in, and then I needed cords and some other stuff, and and it was, where could I cut some of the space? So I started taking out the bigger charger backs, checking those in the bag, and then taking the small ones, something like this. So you guys saw the faces there. Can you see the face there? Check this out. One of the things that I like about this little robot charger is when it's not almost dead, but mid-tier, you're going to get a frown face. When it's charging, you're going to get that plain line face. And on its way to charging and charging full, you're going to get the smiley face. So just makes it a little bit more fun. So, but anyway, that's what it looks like. It, like I said, super small, but it's fun and a little bit more convenient. You're probably going to pay a couple more dollars than you would for the regular U-Green charger, though. So let me just double check. Oh, so there is actually a deal to be had. So normally the charger is $49.99, 28% off. So it drops the price to $35.99, and so yeah, you're getting a deal on that for the black one. The pink, white, and turquoise. Also, you're getting the same deal. And the purple and white one looks to be out of stock. It's giving me an option to look for a third-party seller. So I'd stay away from that. I don't really mess around with third-party sellers. If you guys have great experience with that, cool. But for me, I would stick with the black one. It's the only color I like. And then I would save 28% on that. Let me see how much the regular U-Green charger is. 65-watt charger. All right, so the 65-watt charger is $34.99. No deal, it looks like. So $34.99. So yeah, right now you can save $1 if you wanted that other charger, or just pay $1 more while it's on deal and get something fun. All right, we're going back to Govee. All right, so this is the Govee humidifier. This is another humidifier. I know you guys, I showed you one already, but this one here you can connect to the Govee Life app. So you can turn it on and off. You can change the sounds. You can use it as a nightlight if you wanted to. It has a couple different colors schemes there, all from the app. Now you can do it, from touch as well. It's also Alexa ready, but you can do it from the few options that you have on the actual machine. But you're going to have so many more options within the app. And again, you can run almost your entire house on the Govee Life app. This bad boy runs for 36 hours as long as you don't have it on high, and you'd be good to go. So that is the humidifier. That is the quick version there. And let's go ahead and see what kind of deal. Oh my God. Currently unavailable. I checked these all before the live stream. All right, I'm getting annoyed. But we're going to keep this positive. 753 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars, but we're going to have to wait until it is replenished because it looks like it's out of stock. Oh, goodness. So let's hop on over to the Govee Life leak detector. This is something that I wish that I had growing up as a kid. Because when I was 14, I almost missed my baseball game. I was a, good baseball player back in the day because our water heater pretty much it didn't explode, but it busted and just started leaking all over the place. And no one was home. We got home to a flood, and I almost missed my away baseball game because of that. As a matter of fact, my parents missed it, and one of the teammates' dad picked me up. But anyway, let me tell you how this works. You have your gateway, which is your plug. It looks just like this, but a little bit different. You plug that in, and then you get your sensors. Pull the little blue tape out, push the button, connect it to, make sure it's connected to the Wi-Fi, and then add it to the Govee app. Then you want to strategically place those where you would think or where you had leaks in the past. So under the kitchen sink, under the bathroom sinks, near the water heater, someplace near a door or something like that where it may, leak somewhere somehow, put it there. If it leaks and if it gets wet from the bottom or wet from the top, you will be notified. First of all, you'll hear it if you're home because it sounds like a elementary school fire alarm drill. It's pretty loud. If you are not home, that thing will still go off, obviously, but you will be notified via email, and you will also be notified with an alert noise within the app. So you'll know. And this way, it will avoid a much bigger disaster than it has to be. So let's see. Oh, and those batteries, by the way, are good for a year. Right now, the one gateway, which is the plug, they call it a gateway, so I call it a gateway, but it's really just the plug. And 4 sensors. $89.99, 22% off, drops the price to $69.99. 1,085 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So it's pretty popular. All right, let's see what we got here. Here's another one. Might as well show you both of the water leak detectors. So this one here, much louder. And when I tested it out, it was much more sensitive. Everything else is exactly the same. Battery life. The price is not the same. We'll talk about that. The battery life, it says up to a year. But what I noticed, the alarm was louder and it was way more sensitive. Like I dropped like the tiniest drop of water on there and it just started going off. And then when I wiped it off with my shirt, it went off again because I guess it was still like a little damp, a little moist. All right. So this one here, a little different here. One gateway, 3 sensors, $54.99, 27% off, drops the price to $39.99. Over 14,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So this one's a little bit more popular, a little bit more liked, a little more, a little more accepted than the other one. All right, we're going to keep this going. This is the car vent phone mount. So funny, this one is coming up showing on deal because got a notification yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before yesterday. Now in Pennsylvania, starting in June, it's going to be illegal to hold your phone and talk on the phone or hold any electronic device. I've been screaming this for years how they should have been doing this, but better late than never. It's much cheaper and much safer for you to get a phone mount and just put your phone up there. Nice and easy. So, but anyway, this one here specifically, super easy. You guys see how easy it is to put together. If you have a vent system that is horizontal, then your hook is going to go this way. You're going to put it in, pull it back, tighten it up, and then you have your mount that you can adjust. If it is vertical, then what you're going to do is you're going to turn 90 degrees, and then you're going to put it in, pull it back, boom, and then you're going to rotate your mount 90 degrees so that it lines up, and then you just put your phone in, and you're good to go. So pretty easy, not rocket science at all, and it's not priced like a rocket either, which is also a good thing. 4 colors to choose from. It used to be 3 colors. So I guess they got a separate color. So you have your black, which is $19.99, but it has a 20% coupon clip. You have your blue one, which is just $19.99. This new color here is gold, and it's $19.99. And then you have a purple one, $19.99. So if you want to save a little bit, well, actually, hold on. Yeah, if you want to save a little bit, then the black one is $19.99 and a 20% coupon clip. So you're going to save almost $4 on that. Let's see what we got here. So this next one, I'm going to show it to you guys anyway, but depending on where you live, you probably won't need this anymore. But it still makes for a great present, especially now when it's off season. It'll be cheaper than getting it closer to winter time or fall time. So this is the heated blanket. I've been using this bad boy for 2 years at least. Might be closer to 3 years now, actually. I got the black one. They didn't have it in blue, so I went with the next best thing. I know I say color doesn't matter, but if it was available and it was cheap or cheaper, then I picked it up. So anyway, it's reversible. It's always going to be white side on one and then the color on the other side. Here's the thing. It has an automatic shut off after, I think it's 4 hours. So it has an automatic shut off after 4 hours if it feels like, it's not being used. So what you want to do is if you're still awake, just adjust it. You know what I mean? Just adjust it after like 3 hours or whatever, and then it'll, reset to have the automatic shut off after 4 hours. So pretty cool there. I do like this. It does come in different sizes. I'm a big boy, so we'll talk about those sizes. You have your twin. Your twin is 62 by 84 inches. You have your king, which is 90 by 100 inches, and then you have your queen, which is, what size is the queen? 84 by 90 inches. So only 4 colors to choose from for right now. So just go ahead, pick your size, pick your color, see what kind of deals are there to be had for you. Either way, these electric blankets are pretty inexpensive. All right, so this is more our speed now. It's in May. You want to sit underneath the central air like this guy does while having the ceiling fans on, while having your laptop out or watching a movie. This is the way to go. You got your nice little cooling blanket by Bedsure. And one thing that I do like about Bedsure is they try to have deals and color options more so than I've seen almost on any other brand. So like here you have 20 different options, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 19 different options. Beige, blue, you have your black, greens, gray, pink. Not going to go through all of them here, but let's see. Let's specifically click on the one that I have, which is $46.99. Navy blue, and that is 90 inches by 90 inches. There's a couple that's $46.99, some that are $48.99, and then you have some that are as high as $51.99. So click through, check out some of those colors, check out the size that you need. But they're super popular. 4.5 out of 5 stars, over 17,000 reviews. So definitely check that out. All right, next we have a Sherpa blanket, which my daughter has confiscated. The same daughter with the organizational unit. So this one here, Bedsure, again, a lot of different color options they have, a lot of different sizes. This is a Sherpa blanket, so it's super soft on the one side. It's soft on both sides, but you're gonna get like super soft on the color side, and then on the white side, it's just not as soft and sleek. So just keep that in mind. I just want to jump over to the color options here and see what's going on. So yeah, you have like close to 20 colors here. Your throw is 50 by 60 inches. Your twin is 60 by 80. Your queen is 90 by 90. Your king is 108 by 90. Your California king is 112 by 98. A lot of these, like the king and California king, are only available in a couple different colors. So 90,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5 stars. So not only have they been around for a while, there's really nothing bad to say about them. So I'm curious. Check out some of those bad reviews and see what they are saying. So this orange one here is $21.99, 5% coupon or discount, drops the price to $20.99. So getting a blanket for $20, not a bad deal at all. Makes for a great gift as well. All right, guys, that is going to be my time for today. I wanted to get out the deals that are available. I wanted to show you guys. My apologies for the currently unavailable ones. I will make an extra effort right before I go on live to make sure that they are in stock so that we don't have any mishaps like today. But anyway, I'll be back next week, so hopefully I will see you guys then. And until then, again, happy Mother's Day, and I will have a good week, and I will see you guys later. You heard her from Hollywood.